You guys don't need to worry about me getting revenge from Diddy. I've got 3 moves that make sure he'll never be able to come after me or my family. First, I personally reached out to the victims' legal teams. The real reason he's not getting out is those buried cases behind the scenes. I provided legal funding for 7 victims who had been silent for years and brought in the top criminal attorneys in the country. Second, I bought up every potential post-release business deal he had lined up. I planned this 2 years in advance, so by the time he got sentenced and still had hope of getting out, every partner had already cut ties with him. Third, I don't just have evidence, I've got backups. This is an entire minefield that's been buried for 20 years. I uncovered every secret from the last 30 years. With testimonies from the victims, we interviewed over a dozen people he tricked, threatened, or violated. You think that's harsh? No, he destroyed other people's lives for decades. I'm just making sure he spends a few extra years in prison for it. I'm not afraid of his people, not afraid of his threats. I know he's still in there fantasizing about a comeback, but the truth is, he's never coming back.
Is this real life? I feel crazy. The world is spinning around me. What's happening? You have 4 eyes. I have 2 fingers.
Is this real life? I feel crazy. The world is spinning around me. What's happening? You have 4 eyes. I have 2 fingers. For years, the industry treated it as background noise. Clips laughed off, moments ignored, questions never followed up. But now, with 50 Cent's new documentary, the timeline is being re-examined, and what once felt like rumor is being forced into the light. At the center of it all is Diddy, a man whose influence shaped careers, and Justin Bieber, a child star who entered that world far too young. This isn't about short clips or online speculation. It's about power, silence, and how long something can stay hidden when too many people benefit from not looking too closely.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this gonna be yours. So every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, go get the front shot of this.
Man.
Minute.
Woo. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down there, you gotta, you know, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
All right, 16.
You're not ready.
16.
Let's slow down. Let's slow down, Jess.
Okay.
Let's slow down. Okay.
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when when you get 16. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion.
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang out with some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about, kid.
Justin Bieber's ascent was sold as a modern-day fairy tale. But beneath the spotlight was a troubling reality. A child moving through adult power systems with no clear protection. Old footage and interviews reveal him placed in spaces where influence and access matter more than age-appropriate boundaries. For years, these moments were brushed off as celebrity quirks, not recognized as warning signs. This isn't about one incident. It's about normalization, about an industry that learned to look away. When childhood is exchanged for access, who pays the price?
You got people in the industry that's been saying for years, this man is having sex with underage. So now the federal government is looking at that like, yo, when is somebody going to come forward? We got this information, this alleged information, but nobody's willing to come forward. Then they go on and say, yo, Shakur Stewart mysteriously dead. Supposed to be a self-inflicted wound. Person that had everything going for him in their life. Kim Porter dead. Somebody's car gets blown up. This guy is walking around threatening other actors, people. Somebody got to get involved in it. If it ain't the state, let it be the feds. Somebody got to stop him. He lucky that God given him the opportunity to be stopped while he's alive, then have to go to hell and face that shit. He got a chance to repent now, change his life.
You mentioned minors, and a lot of people have been trying to drag Justin Bieber into this situation because there's a lot of suspect looking videos with Diddy and Bieber in it, and they're making.
For years, 50 Cent cast himself as someone on the outside of Sean Diddy Combs' inner circle, aware of what was happening but not involved. What once sounded like rivalry is now being revisited under the weight of legal scrutiny and a shifting cultural lens. This doesn't confirm every allegation, but it changes how intent is read. Warnings often surface long before evidence does. The discomfort lies here. When a warning comes from an enemy, it's easier to dismiss. How many signals are ignored simply because the source is inconvenient?
There's, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 555.
Yes. Okay.
5555.
Okay. 55. Y'all heard that?
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm here to because you've been a big supporter of mine, all jokes aside. This right here is my young brother right here. He's been a big supporter of mine. My album's coming out, and we got the crew going around now. You in New York City, and we got the Dirty Money Crew, and we wanted to make you an official member of the Dirty Money Crew.
Are you serious?
There you go.
That is
Justin Bieber.
Swag.
Is it your swag? And then you got to do the swag walk too.
Okay.
I got to show you the swag walk.
You show me the swag walk.
And Scooter, Scoot, Manager, Mogul extraordinaire, you too.
I just got much cooler.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Money.
Dirty money. Okay, so when we walk down the streets of New York, we hit them like this. So me and you walking, we hanging out, a little later on the night after the Usher concert,
You don't get those ladies, right?
Yeah, after that, the ladies, we in the street, Times Square, we go, swag. Swag. You see that? You see my hand right there? That's pushing the hate back. There's a lot of hate sometimes.
Right,
Swag. 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 Try it.
So this hand?
Yeah, hand.
Okay.
This hand. Push it back like you're pushing the wind back. Swag. Ooh. You got it, son. You got it. That's right, my boy Bieber, official member of the Dirty Money Crew.
Alright, I'm chilling with my big bro Diddy right here. You gotta go get his album. It's Last Train to Paris. It is, it's gonna be the greatest album you've ever heard.
The question observers raise isn't only what happened behind closed doors, but why public oversight disappeared when success depended on staying close to power. In that environment, boundaries stop being fixed. And when lines blur, who is allowed to say no and who suffers for it?
Well, I'm here to, because you've been a big supporter of mine, all jokes aside. This right here is my young brother right here. He's been a big supporter of mine. My album's coming out, and you know, we got the crew going around now. You in New York City, and we got the Dirty Money crew, and we wanted to make you an official member of the Dirty Money crew.
Are you serious?
There you go.
That is
Justin Bieber. Is it your swag? And then you got to do the swag walk, too.
Okay.
I got to show you the swag walk.
You show me the swag walk.
And Scooter, Scoot, manager, mogul extraordinaire, you too.
I just got much cooler.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Money.
Dirty money. Okay, so when we walk down the streets of New York, we hit them like this. So me and you walking, we hanging out, you know, a little later on the night after the Usher concert. You know.
Don't get those ladies, right?
Yeah, after that, the ladies, we in the street, Times Square. We go, swag. Swag. You see that? You see my hand right there? That's pushing the hate back. There's a lot of hate sometimes.
Right,
Swag. 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 Try it.
So this hand?
Yeah, hand.
Okay.
This hand. Push it back like you're pushing the wind back. Swag. Ooh. Ooh. You got it, son. You got it. That's right, my boy Bieber, official member of the Dirty Money crew.
Alright, I'm chilling with my big bro Diddy right here. You gotta go get his album. It's Last Train to Paris. It is, you know, it's gonna be the greatest album you've ever heard. It's got a lot of cool songs, a lot of people on it. You got
Drake on there.
Drake on there.
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
I wanted to do a song with you, but you was on tour.
He was gonna do a
Usher,
song.
Big Brother Usher.
Big Brother Usher. So everybody's on this album. Go get this album.
Years before Justin Bieber rose to fame, Usher spoke publicly about being introduced to Diddy's world as a teenager, an experience he later said pushed him into adult realities too soon. That account matters because it signals a pattern, not speculation. When the same routes repeat across generations, coincidence becomes harder to accept. What emerges is continuity without correction, trust handed down without reform. If concerns were recognized once, why was nothing changed for the next child?
Diddy before he was Love and Brother Love and back to Diddy. So, no, but the diddler, he's the diddler now. A lot of it's surprising, but it's not unheard of. Because you hear of all kinds of shit, and whether it registered with you or you internalize it or something like that, that's a whole nother story. But a lot of this stuff is crazy. But this is the world that we live in now, man. That these individuals thinks is all right. Bruh, when does it comes all right to be sitting there eating food off a naked woman? When did we start doing what they do? Let's keep it a buck. When did we start doing what they do? These guys is popping pills. These got Jay-Z dancing with a chick that's into
long before.
As scrutiny on Diddy grew, many celebrities who knew him closely stayed silent, while 50 Cent made his voice heard. This contrast reveals an unspoken industry rule. Speaking out can cost relationships, while staying quiet protects them. Loyalty begins to blur with self-preservation. This isn't cowardice, it's calculation. In an ecosystem where truth battles survival, when silence becomes the safest choice, can accountability ever truly exist?
You change your mind. Look at Lil Nas X. He fizzled out fast too.
So would you say someone like Justin Bieber's a victim? I just seen he is reportedly selling his whole catalog because he's broke.
Yeah. Yeah. And once he finishes getting that money, I don't understand why he's broke. He didn't have to be broke. Usher just wouldn't stop robbing him.
Damn.
I mean, Usher couldn't keep his hands out of his pocket. It's funny. He got him signed and turned over custody to Diddy. Boy was never the same, and neither was Usher's pockets, because Usher's been living off of Justin Bieber's money. He ain't been living off of his own. Because the truth is, Usher don't really make that kind of money. And I'm really just kind of sick and tired of Usher.
Yeah,
I'm really kind of disgusted with Usher Raymond, who does Greek wrestling nude with men over Frosted Flakes, allegedly. Like, I'm sick and tired of this guy who everyone knows got the Diddy bumps, who's been sued for passing them on and lost, is still sitting there disgracing women in front of their men who bought the tickets to like that whole scheme.
He's causing a lot of divorce courts.
But why? He don't even want them. He don't want them women. He's literally doing it just to destroy relationships.
Justin Bieber has never directly accused Diddy of any criminal wrongdoing, yet his later accounts of anxiety, loss of control, and emotional collapse reveal a far more complicated story. He describes being overwhelmed as a child, caught among adults with conflicting agendas, and without the means to safeguard himself.
A video of an interview of Justin Bieber, and he was talking about Billie Eilish, and he was like, he was almost in tears. He's like, I just want to protect her. I just want to keep her safe.
Yeah.
What do you think he went through?
Because he knows what's been happening to Billie. Just like everybody knew what was happening to Millie Bobby Brown girl with Drake. These people are monsters.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just say real thing. Real life street stars. Know what time it is.
Jermaine Dupri said something interesting. He said the reason that R&B isn't as powerful as it is anymore is because children are going to church.
Yeah.
What is it about the transfer from the spiritual to the secular do you believe that's what made R&B so powerful?
Understand this. Rhythm and blues was a combination of gospel and soul music. Because soul music has always been around in one form or another. It's just evolved throughout the years. And you got gospel, rhythm and blues. That's what put that together. That's why they made such a big stink about the Ray Charles incorporating gospel sounds into secular music. Because they wanted people to separate the two. This is demon, this is good. The truth is none of that's real. There is no bad, there is no good. There is what is and there is what is not. And that's sad. But when you take the spirit that comes from that.
Once Diddy's story reached federal court, the discussion moved from rumor to recorded fact. Charges, verdicts, and appeals limited what could be publicly claimed, while opening a broader lens on systemic issues. Courts judge actions, not culture, leaving deeper questions unresolved. The lesson is clear. Legality is not the same as morality, and technicalities cannot erase structural harm. When the courtroom closes a case, does the conversation truly end?
Celebrities in these freak-offs with Diddy is now listing some of the names that he saw on these tapes. And this man said that he got these tapes from a very close friend of Kim Porter's, and these were Kim Porter's tapes that she was going to use against Diddy. And some of the names that he says are some that we have heard rumored over the years. He said he saw Justin Bieber on this tape and he appeared to be underage during this time. He also saw Usher on these tapes and Usher definitely appeared to be underage. And this one gave me the chills because we've heard that Usher is the one that sent Justin Bieber to Diddy. Courtney Burgess sat down with the Too Strong channel here on YouTube and started naming some of the celebrities that he saw on these tapes.
Were kids involved in these parties that you can verify from looking at the tapes?
If Justin Bieber was older than he's supposed to have been, yes.
if Usher was older. Well, Usher was definitely young. Okay. You understand? His shoulder part was, the blood was all in his bed. You understand? It looked like they came home from a event, a party or something.
Went on to explain how Danny Boy was also in one of these videos with Mary J. Blige and Diddy together. And Danny Boy admitted when he was 15 that Mary J. Blige flew him out to New York and he slept with her while he was under.
The implication.
The story of 50 Cent, Diddy, and Justin Bieber exposes a deeper reality about celebrity culture. Power always rises to the top. Risk trickles down. Accountability comes last. Youth is packaged as authenticity. Access is sold as mentorship. Silence is praise of professionalism. This isn't about individual events. It's about repeating conditions. When patterns keep causing harm, at what point does the system itself demand scrutiny?
Danny Boy, okay. You know what Danny Boy is? I heard that before. I don't, I've been so far away from hip hop, I forgot, but I have heard that name, Danny Boy. Danny Boy, back then, he was about 16. They both was about.
He also claimed that Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son, were in these videos, and he also said that there was photographs and videos of Diddy eating off of young girls.
Pictures or images of any of this stuff? Yeah, I got Justin Bieber, Will Smith's son, just whatever his name is. Other females on the table, they was young. He was eating off them. A lot of entertainments in there. I got calls from certain wanting to get the tape out of my hand. And I said, I don't know what you're talking about.
And I have said that if this man testified to the grand jury, the feds had to have some reason to bring him in to actually testify against Diddy. But y'all let me know what you guys think about this man naming all of the people on the Diddy tapes in the.
When Diddy's story entered
federal court, the conversation shifted from rumor to documented process. Charges, verdicts, and appeals narrowed what could be responsibly claimed while expanding what could be examined institutionally. Courts address actions, not culture, leaving large questions unanswered. The implication is stark. Legality does not equal morality, and acquittals do not erase structural harm. When the courtroom closes a case, does it also close a conversation?
Think he has a mole or an informant in his camp that's cooperating?
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Listen, bro. Just doing law enforcement myself, just take for instance. I think the individual was a Syracuse former basketball player named Jason Barnes or Beard or something like that. He already had drug charges against him. The day Diddy house get raided, they catch him getting on the plane and they put him into custody. Didn't that sound a little weird? People didn't catch that. They either put him in custody for a couple of reasons. You understand? One, to make a witness out of him, or to safeguard him and protect him for anything that could happen to him, because they had already stated, allegedly, that he was some kind of mule for the people over there at Diddy's house. So now, with that information, that he was already known by the government for drug charges, wouldn't that be an individual that you use? I'm gonna give you something different. And I'm gonna give you something else that people don't even think. On the other day, I seen on the video that Puff had ran into Justin Bieber. They met up and he started tapping him as if he was searching him and see if he had some kind of device on. Did you see that?
Yep.
Check this out. What if the federal government have already talked to Justin Bieber
And Diddy did that on tape. That means in his mind, he think this person may be a witness. Right?
The intersection of 50 Cent, Diddy, and Justin Bieber reveals a larger truth about celebrity systems. Power concentrates upward, risk flows downward, accountability arrives last. Youth is marketed as authenticity. Access is framed as mentorship. Silence is rewarded as professionalism. This is not a story of certainty. It is a story of conditions that repeat. If the same patterns keep producing damage, at what point does the system itself become the subject of investigation?